Good morning, listeners, and welcome to What's On Good News Catholic Communications. We missed you last week because we were fully occupied with a virtual Lenten mission. So I hope the experience for you was really wonderful and that you continue to journey towards the Feast of Feasts. That's Easter. We begin a new month today. It's April the 1st. And people call it All Fools Day. Don't let anyone fool you. No, be aware that you could only be a fool for Christ, really, and that will be fine. So we remind you that we begin this new month and we journey towards this wonderful, wonderful experience of Easter. Now, what's on, you may be asking. Certainly, from the Virtue on Mission, we've had a couple parishes engage in their own parish retreats, and that's really good. From landing down from a virtual level to the parish level. And of course, we had some of the parishes involved, like we had Sacred Heart Parish. They also had some experience, that's Thursday, of their own Lenten experience on a parish level. And we did have the Blando and Battle Hill and so on having their own experience for 4 days. So that's great. And we have other parishes who are planning their own little retreats to bring their parishioners physically together, because thank God this restriction has been lifted to some extent and we can again meet as God's people, because that's the best place, you know, to be able to encounter each other. So persons and parishes who have their plans for Lent as we continue, maybe your penitential service, maybe your retreat, whatever you plan, please call us on 435-0143 and let us know what is happening so that we can bring it to the attention of all our listeners and viewers. So we also have confirmation. As you know, some of you perhaps forgot, but confirmation is still on, and many parishes are preparing. It's a 2-year experience, and many of the students are, the candidates actually, are preparing for confirmation. Well, we have Our Lady Help of Christians as Bolio, and they are having the confirmation classes on Saturdays. That's from 4 to 5 p.m. at their church in Our Lady Help of Christians, and there is a formal enrollment and which will be done in a special ceremony this Sunday, the 3rd of April, at Our Lady Help of Christians in Bolio. So we invite all of you who want to be a part of this group, because this will be the close and you have a chance to register by Saturday, put it that, because Sunday will be the day where you will be formally represented and accepted by the parish to begin your own experience of confirmation. So please take note of that and do not forget, it's confirmation. Those of you who are eligible, your age and so on, you can register at Our Lady Help of Christians in Bolio with this group of confirmation candidates. So don't forget. All right? We have the cathedral also have their own confirmation classes, and all the parishes do have their confirmation classes going on. So we want to wish you well, and we invite you really to have a good experience of this time so that you can be receive the sacrament with an awareness that you are missionary disciples of Christ. Okay? We also have a wonderful experience waiting for you. You see, Father Hugh is gifted with certain talents, and so again he is called to coordinate what we have, a dramatization of the Stations of the Cross. Now, in our Catholic community, we do have Stations of the Cross every Friday. In some parishes, they have every Wednesday and Fridays. And we encourage you to really make that journey, that experience. I also know Father Massine has his own special way of living this experience with hike and so on. So I think he has something planned with a hike on one of our mountain peaks. And so persons are to call him and to, ask if they can be a part of this journey, walking, making the Stations of the Cross, climbing the mountain. But for the diocese, we do have another wonderful experience awaiting all of us, which will be the dramatization of the Stations of the Cross. And this was organized by the Diocese of St. George's in Grenada in collaboration with Good News Catholic Communications. And we ask you to save the date. It is Friday, the 8th of April. and that's next Friday. We know a lot of things are happening. We have intercall on the 7th, and it's one day, not 2 days this time. And we have our virtual Stations of the Cross dramatized on all our media platforms. So we ask you to save the date. It is Friday the 8th. That's next Friday. We will have the dramatization of the Stations of the Cross. And Father Hugh Logan is the one who has been charged with this responsibility in collaboration with Good News Catholic Communications. All right, so thank you, Father Hugh, for offering yourself and those who are working with you to have this production again. We really want to commend the staff and all the volunteers at Good News Catholic Communication who continue to serve and to offer their services to the church, you know, and to Christ, and to build up his kingdom. So congratulations to the technical team, and Dwayne Francique, we have Derek Adonis, we have Betty and Lazarus, we have John, we have Keeson, you know, and other persons from time to time, the amount of young people who have been trained. Certainly we might be seeing them on the scene in and out. So again, there is hope and there is room for persons who are so inclined. We're going to move out a little bit to Catholic Engage Encounter. Well, the persons like Philomena Pear and her husband, Deacon Godric Pear, these persons have been really legends in the Catholic Engage Encounter for many years. You have the Decotos, and you had, we have Mr., his name is just slipping me right now. So we have a couples, put it that way, who have really championed the cause. Basil Bonaparte and his wife Joan. Yes, these are the two persons I was trying to remember. And Ian and Monica Alexander. So many of you who have really paved the way. So there is a Catholic Engage Encounter, and this is marked out for Friday to the 8th. That's in May. It's not April, but we're in May. That's the time when they engage Encounter. And that's for couples who are seriously considering marriage. You're in a serious relationship and you feel God is calling you in this vocation as to be married, which is one of the great vocations in the church. So couples, young couples, you're asked to really put this date aside, and it's best to do this experience before you set the date for your marriage, okay? Because it's a wonderful time at the Mount St. Irving's Retreat Center from the 6th to the 8th of May. Please mark off that date and please pass the word around. You can contact the coordinating couple, that's Ellis and Sabrina Ogilvy. Ellis and Sabrina Ogilvy, the contact persons on 442-6973. So that's Ellis and Sabrina Ogilvy. These are the contact persons for the Engage Encounter Weekend. That's the 6th to the 8th of May. That's in Mount St. Irving's Retreat Center. Contact Sabrina and Ellis Ogilvy, 442-6973. Okay? And thank you for the work that you are doing, brothers and sisters. Yes, and we also are not going to forget Synod, because Synod is still alive and it's well. And for many of you, your experiences have been really great in these consultation meetings that have been held throughout the length and breadth of our diocese. So again, this one is very interesting, and they will have this time a parish and special consultation with politicians and professionals. I mean, I'm looking forward to this, and I know it's going to be a good experience for the church. And you know, the church is emerging and so finding new ways, you know, of reaching all its people, because the church is for all peoples. So there will be consultation with the politicians and the professionals. So please be prepared, because we are going to meet you, members of the Diocesan Synod team. All right? Okay, we are not even leaving out the clergy, and this one is very interesting. The clergy have their listening session on April 5th. So the clergy is also going to have their own experience of Synod and their own listening session April 5th. We ask you to pray for all of these initiatives. Pray for the movement of the Holy Spirit, that people will truly be listening to the Spirit and be able to share honestly from where they are at. Okay? Again, this is a very special feature since we had the COVID. The church has been giving this service to all its people, not only here in Grenada, but throughout the Caribbean, the length and breadth of the world. People everywhere are listening and tuned in on our platforms, and they look forward to the celebration of Sunday Masses, especially when it is their home parish and they are away. You could feel that connection, you know, and that joy and that pride when they can see their own parish and parishioners celebrating Mass from where they would have started as children. So this Sunday, Mass will be broadcast from Jesus, the Living Water, that's in Lamode, at 9:30 a.m. Okay, so our Lady Help of Christians, that's a community attached to the Bolio Parish, so Father Sean Doggett, you are the one, I'm sure, will be the celebrant at that Mass. So it's Our Lady Help of Christians. They will be moving to the Living Water, that's Lamode in Bolio. All right, then we have, again, as I said, your activities that you are planning in your various parishes. Please do not hesitate to call us on 435-0143 to let us know what's taking place, what's on in your parish community, so that we can bring it to the attention of all our listeners far and wide. So we want you to continue to enjoy this experience. Remember today's Stations of the Cross in your various parishes. We encourage you to take advantage of these moments, and your holy hours, take advantage of these moments. And we're looking forward because this Sunday we have the 5th Sunday of Lent. And you know, the following Sunday, which is the 6th Sunday of Lent, we begin our Holy Week, you know. So this is really going to be something else, and we look forward to the plans and the activities that will be for all our people throughout the Tri-Island State and the Caribbean and the diaspora. So this is Good News Catholic Communication, and this is what's on for today, the 1st of April, 2022. We are moving on really at a quick pace. So may God bless you, and may you continue to stay tuned in to all our platforms, and you can retrieve all our programs on any of our platforms. Diocese of St. George's in Grenada. You have Good News Catholic Communications, that's on our YouTube channel. We are there as well. And of course our radio, 99.5 FM. So may God continue to bless you, and stay tuned in as we return you to Master Control and continue our programming for today. I'm Ruthina Victor. It's my pleasure to keep you up to date on our activities. Have a great weekend.